Welcome to Pilates with Pam. Start out with your feet shoulder width apart. Press those heels down, press those shoulders down. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Again, reaching those arms way up overhead. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And one more time. Deep breath in. Exhale out. We're going to step out with that left leg. We're going to bring those arms shoulder height. Press on the palms down. Start reaching side to side as far over as you can. Drop that left arm down. That right arm goes up overhead. Really lean into the stretch. Then stretch both arms up outside of your ear. Keeping that knee bent, face the palms down and rotate all the way around from the waist. Ferris wheel around. We've got 3 more. Big rotation, reaching up high at the top. 2 more. And last one. Now extend those arms out to the side. Turn and reach all the way behind you, keeping those arms out. Prayer hands. Elbow goes to the opposite knee. Turn and stretch. Both arms go up and back behind you as high as you can get them. Then we're going to cartwheel around, leaning back, arching that back, and rotate forward. Arms go up and back, cartwheel back, lean into it, cartwheel forward. 3 more. Arm over the head as you lean. Cartwheel forward, arms way up and back. Got 2 more. Take your time. All the way forward, all the way back. Now we're gonna reach that arm way out front, the opposite arm reaching in front of the opposite foot. Back arm goes back behind you, getting a good inner thigh stretch in there. Back arm way up, back behind you. Front arm way out front of the opposite foot. Now you're going to bring those hands above the head, bending the elbows, keeping the elbows back. Start leaning to each side, genie style. The knees are bent. You're pressing the knees out and back, and you're keeping the elbows back. Opening that chest, lifting the head nice and tall. Nice deep lean. Now you're going to turn and face the back, trying to grab the opposite leg with the opposite hand. Take it front, let's do the other side. Now you're going to bend the right leg and really stretch out each side, leaning as far over as you can. Palms are down, arms are shoulder height. Going to drop that right arm and lift the left over the head. Really leaning into that stretch. And then both arms go outside of the ears. Hold it deep, press the palms down and rotate from the waist. Ferris wheel around. 3, 2, and 1. Bring those prayer hands together and take the opposite elbow, press it into the knee, turn and hold that stretch. Drop that chest to thigh. Arms go up and back behind you. Cartwheel back, really lean backwards. Cartwheel forward, chest to thigh. Get those arms up and back as high as you can. Cartwheel back. Cartwheel forward, arms up and back. Cartwheel back. And forward, arms back. One more time. Really lean. Arms are back out shoulder height, palms down. Lift the right leg and lift the left leg to the side with the same arm. Really warming up the outer thigh, outer hip. Deep squat in the center. Press those knees out in the center. Try to get that arm over the top of the head. One more. I'm going to turn to the left side and bring that back knee to chest, reaching those arms up at a diagonal. Now, you're going to try and keep your back leg up off of the ground, but if you need to tap the toe down for balance, feel free to do that. Elbows to knees, knee crossover. Squat down, keep your head up. Elbows to knees, knee to elbow. Elbows to knees, knee to elbow. Other side, arms go up past the ears, pull that knee to chest. Trying to keep that back foot up off of the ground, but if you need to tap the toe down, feel free to do that. I'm going to roll forward, walk those hands out into downward dog. We're in an upside down V. Our ears are between our elbows. Start walking the dog, pressing alternating heel into the ground. And bend those knees right before they touch the ground. Press back up to down dog. Keeping that core nice and tight. Now we're going to take it to full plank. You got a nice flat back. Bring that right knee to right elbow and extend the leg. Keeping that core tight. Try to keep your back flat. Knee to elbow, straight back. Stretch it out in downward dog. Pressing the head closer to the knees this time. Back out to full plank. Left knee to elbow, straight back. Keeping those wrists right under the shoulders. Pulling that navel to the spine. Back up to downward dog. You're in that upside down V. We're going to lower the head right in between the hands. Top of the head tries to almost touch the ground right in between the hands. Working those shoulders as well as the core. Stretch it out. Head up. Downward dog. Upward dog. Now when you lower your tummy, try to keep your legs off of the ground. They can brush the ground, but don't let them rest. Keep that head up high in the upward dog. Head down low in downward dog. Stretch it out in downward dog. Then we're gonna bend those knees right before they touch the ground. Hold that bear pose. Lift up that right arm, turn and look at it. Lift up that left arm and turn and look at it. Now this would be your modification. If you want a little bit more, you're gonna kick that back leg through. And if you want even more, when you kick the back leg through, you're gonna lower the hips to the ground and then switch sides. So pick which level works for you. You don't have to do the kick through. You can just lift the arm and look at it. Or you can do the kick through without the hip drop, or you can add the hip drop. I'm going to reach that arm up nice and high though. Now we're going to lower our hips down. Extend that right arm up and then over the head. The right knee is bent. You're using the foot to press up, and you're not resting the hips at the bottom. You're just brushing the ground. Arching the side as you reach all the way back, getting that hand over the head. This time we're going to bend both legs. Take that left arm out to the side, reach it way out. Take that right arm, point your thumb towards your face and follow it with your eyes as it reaches up and back behind you. Working on that spine stretch, arching the back as you watch the hand go back behind the head. Now we're going to switch sides. Left arm reaches way up and back. Hips are just brushing the ground. Unless you need to take that break, then absolutely put your hips down, rest, and then do it again. And back to what we were doing before. Now your left leg is straight, your right knee is bent, your left arm is reaching up and back. This one's a little bit more oblique. Really working that side angle. Arm goes way up over the head. Pressing the hips up. And both hands go behind your back. Make your fingers face your toes. Pick up your hips. Slide them through your arms and then lift that right leg, slide through, left leg lift. If you need a modification, you're just going to do the leg lift. If you need more of a modification, you're just going to drop the hips and lift. But if you can do the whole move, it's slide through the arms, alternating leg kick. Core is tight, you're working triceps, core, legs. Got a little bit of cardio in this one also. Feel free to modify as necessary. One more on each side. Now we're going to come down on the bottom, lift the legs up at a diagonal, and the arms press downward. They're parallel with the ground, palms are facing the ground. Your body is in a V, the letter V. Pilates 100, pressing towards the ground. Quick breaths, breathe. And hug those knees, stretch it out. Now we're going to put the hands together, point the index fingers and shoot to the right, bring it to your face and shoot to the left. Modification would be to keep your feet down. A little bit more advanced would be to lean back and extend those legs with each twist. Press those fingers right and then left. Hug the knees and breathe. And now you're going to make a big circle around those knees like you're hugging a tree. Lean back, extend the arms out to the side as the legs extend out. Modification would be to sit up taller. More advanced, you're going to lean back and keep your feet up off of the floor. Stretch that out. Now take your arms and go on the inside of your ankles and roll yourself up and back. Pilates ball all the way back, keeping the back rounded. Breathing. All the way up, all the way back. Now we're going to put the hands behind the head. Elbows are nice and wide, all the way back. Straight leg lift, separate, circle down. Right before touching the ground, lift, separate, circle. If this is too much, you're welcome to bend your knees. Try to keep your head and shoulders up off the floor, tucking that chin. Now bring that knee to nose, extend the opposite leg close to the floor. Hovering the floor with the opposing leg, knee to nose. Now straighten the leg and bring the knee to nose. So you're basically scissoring the legs, pulling that knee in as close as you can, and then swap it out. Grab the backs of your legs, pull yourself up, go down to your elbows, extend those legs up at a diagonal, and we're gonna do tick-tock. So you're gonna lower your hips down to the side, straight up in the center. Side of your hip touches the ground each time. Left hip down, straight up, right hip down. Keeping those abs nice and tight, pulling that navel to your spine. Hug your knees and breathe. Extend the legs out straight. Now we're going to do arm circles. Arms go out, lean back, circle them around your head. When you get to where you started, reverse direction. You want to try and lean back with each circle. Continuously changing sides, continue to breathe. Right knee back on those elbows. Back on the elbows and lift that left leg until your knees meet. Extend that right arm out. Just reaching in the direction of the leg you're lifting. Working the top of that thigh, the quadricep, and also the abs. Switch sides, left arm reaches, right leg lifts. And stretch it out to the side, pressing your chest down. Other side, elbows down, chest down, press. And turn to your tummy. Extend those arms straight out, legs straight out. We're gonna start out by lifting right arm, left leg, then left arm, right leg. Really working that lower back. Get the arm and the leg up as high as you can. Now bring up both arms and both legs, hold and squeeze, then pull those elbows back, lift up the head even higher, extend the arms out, and swim with both legs and arms. Rest. Bring the hands outside of the shoulders, press that head up nice and high along with the chest. Grab that right foot and pull it towards you, stretching out that quad, and then the left foot, give it a tug. And now try to grab both feet, ankles, calves, whatever you can reach. If you can't reach, just aim your feet towards your back. Hands outside of the shoulders, press it up to all fours, stretch it back in child's pose. This time your knees are wider, stretching out those inner thighs. Now you're going to take your right palm, turn it up and sneak it under the left arm, dropping down to shoulder and ear. Really stretching out that lower back. And then the left palm turns up, sneak it under, down to shoulder and ear. We're on the elbows now. We've got the hips nice and high. Bring that right knee forward. Try to keep the left knee and toes on the ground. Stretch your body out over that bent knee. Then come back up. Press your feet together, knees apart. Use your elbows to press your knees out. Good inner thigh stretch. And then we're going to tuck that left knee in, extend that right leg back, toe and knee down. Nice and tall, sit up first, then walk it out, allowing the body to stretch out over that bent knee. And press it back up. We're going to go to both knees now. Come up nice and tall, sweeping those arms up overhead, and then rotate them side to side like an exaggerated steering wheel. Drop that right arm back to the heel. Take that left arm and lean back as far as you can, stretching out that spine, opening that chest. And then both arms sweep up again, rotate again before we drop the left hand to heel, and the right arm reaches way back, arching the spine, opening the chest. And come back up. Take the hands behind the back, drop the head, get them up as high as you can. And then press it back up into down dog. Walk the hands back. Fold yourself in half. And press your hands together, legs are nice and wide, and swing those arms side to side, just shaking it out. Now we're going to interlace those fingers and slowly bring them up above the head, stretching all the way back, and now lean to the right side. Straight up center, press back and lean to the left side. Press it back. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Deep cleansing breath. Last one. We are all done.